Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first boxer into the ring. From Bratislava, Slovakia, Ivan Little Dragon Godor. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Rocky had sponsors on his road, Balboa.
Yeah, he got it from Mickey. No, it was Paulie that got it from.
So we await the entry of the house fighter, nominally.
Yep, David Birmingham. He's got like a decent following. Got the crowd on his side.
Veteran referee Ian John Lewis will be the third man for this one.
Oh, man, you know what? It must be an honour for these young guys to get somebody like Ian John Lewis, who has refereed so many top. He's a star referee.
This is Michael Ballingall, the trainer, who's working with
from
David
Portsmouth.
Birmingham.
Right.
I fear he's going to give me a hard time because I said there's no such thing as in the same world as a youth title. And I know one of his fighters wanted that as a youth title recently.
You know what? A title is a title, and it's the fight that makes the title. It doesn't matter what the name of the title is. It's whether the person who holds the title can fight.
Absolutely.
9 pounds and 7 ounces. Tonight he enters the ring for the 65th time from Bratislava, Slovakia, Ivan Little Dragon Godor.
Godor in the blue corner from Slovakia.
And his opponent fighting on the red corner, wearing the white shorts with the yellow trim. Weighing in at 10 stone even, he's undefeated with a record of 10 wins, no losses. From Hampshire, England, David Your time for the balance.
What did you say in the hall tonight, Spencer?
Well, he came in at 10 stone dead, right? So he's a 140 fighter. He's in a championship weight already, so we're going to see what's going to happen.
Do we know Birmingham's record, Spencer? I didn't see it in the stats there. Round one.
Second time.
Nice short set. I like the way our Birmingham already. He's got decent movement. Good lateral movement.
Yeah, he was step to the right there. Throws a 1-2.
Good right hand.
Yeah, he's tried the right hand a couple of times, a straight right hand there, Spencer. There's a left hook there. The fans got excited, but in actual fact, the man for Slovakia blocked the left hook and the right hand.
He did block, he tucked up well.
This man, Ivan Godor, looks like many a travelling fighter on the road, earning a living the hard way, and looks nice and tight, Spence.
Yep, he does. But you have to look on something like this. It's no good always running out and knocking out these guys so quickly. Sometimes you've got to pick up and learn certain stuff when you're fighting like guys who are not meant to be at your level. David Birmingham, if you look at him now, we'll see he's 4-0 now with 2 knockouts.
Yep.
Right, so he should be in no rush. He should be like taking his time, easing away, and picking up valuable things. Really should be popping out his jab a little bit more, right? It seems like he's loading up a little bit.
He's loading up with like a 1-2, Spencer, trying to get the right hand up.
Yeah,
There's
good body shot.
hook.
Good body shot. I mean,
once again, the left hook to the body.
Yeah. I like the way how Birmingham sets up the left hook downstairs, because like he tilts, like he'll dip to the right and he'll come back over to the left and pop in that left downstairs.
Tried it again there through the left hook to the body and the overhand right. Stop boxing, says Ian John Lewis. The gum shield's come out, I believe, from the visitor.
I think it's that body shot that he felt and thought, like, you know what, let me just... No, it's actually Birmingham's gum shot that's come out.
Birmingham's gum shot. I was going to say, either that or Godor's got no teeth. Sorry, Spence.
I mean, the thing that I like about... Good shots. The thing that I like about Birmingham, he has got very good movement. Look, his upper body. His upper body movement's very, very good.
It's very good point as well.
Yeah, and it's not just for flash. Yeah,
it's really upper body movement.
It is actually upper body movement.
Nice looking lead left uppercut there as he slipped inside. He didn't connect with it, but the thought was there.
Yeah.
You say, Spence, he's very good at getting low. What did Buddy McGirt used to tell Paul Manage? You've got to get low to stay in the show.
Yeah, 100%. But as he's getting low, I'd like to see him just pop that right hand straight to the stomach, because he's in position to throw that shot.
Already there.
Yeah. I mean, it's been nearly half a year since the last time that Dave Birmingham boxed. Last time he did box was against Dave Michael. So it's been a little while out of the ring. Right, so yeah, exactly. A little bit of rust. And I think we're going to see a bit of him coming up in the second round. You see he's getting his instructions now from your dear friend.
Michael Ballagall, yeah. Good man. Very much one of those kind of doyens of boxing in his area, in his hotel, like Nick Manners in Leeds.
100%.
And, you know,
right. This one is guys like Michael who keep the game alive, because they're just constantly on it. Yeah, I think he's got his own trade in the day, and he deals with the boxing as well. So he's not like full time, but like most guys in boxing can't do boxing full time. And fair play to him. Well, he's got a strong table. He's got a very, very strong stable, Ben.
You know the best way to make a small fortune in boxing, Spence, when you talk about having a full-time.
Tell me about it, Ben.
For anyone, for the benefit of listeners, the best way to make a small fortune in boxing, as Mickey Duff once said, is to start with a large one.
Yeah, good right hand.
Yeah. There's a left hook right hand that's blocked, but it's an interesting combination to throw as opposed to a 1-2.
Yeah, but the thing with, like, as he's coming in with those, and they are ferocious punches, maybe he should, like, try and trick out the jab a little bit before he comes in with them hard shots, like, to disguise it, because he's going quite wide with those shots, so it can be easily read. And you can see in the Godor, he just puts his hand straight up because he knows that the big shots are coming, so he'll ride at the shots. He's a very experienced man that he's in the ring with.
He shuts up shop like so many of his ilk, you know.
Good shots downstairs.
That's the way to break these guys up with a tight guard.
But what I'd like to see, you see, look on all those shots where he was throwing downstairs wide, throwing upstairs, he should be coming up with the uppercuts, because look where Godor's hands are. They're up to the side. He can come straight up the middle with those right and left uppercuts. And I've seen Birmingham fight before. He throws those shots. So I'd like to see him put those shots in for this.
Go downstairs and come up the middle.
Yep. Good right hand.
Let him come a little bit now, Birmingham. Deliberately holding the hands a bit lower, drawing the visitor on. So he's deliberately letting him come now, Spence. He wants to draw him onto something.
Yep, he does.
It's nice head movement.
It's really impressive. And he calls himself Pee Wee. Maybe like
He got a bit of Pernell Whitaker
could
influence.
be.
Well, I don't think they were separated at birth or anything, but there's perhaps there was a genealogy in that name.
Yeah, 100%. You see, on times like this now, when somebody's not offering anything at you,
Yeah.
they're not offering anything, you should be able to go to work. And these are the times where you should be able to go to work and break him up a little bit more. I'd like to see him not neglect his jab.
You're holding Birmingham, you're holding.
Because his head movement's very good, Birmingham. But as he's doing the same head movement and the upper body movement, I'd like to see him fire back a bit.
There on the slow motion replay, interestingly, when he's doing all that rolling in that previous round. Birmingham, let's see what round 3 has in store.
I do like Dave Bateman. I like his temperament, though, you know. It's like you'll take some shots at you, and he's relatively new pro. He's only been a professional fighter for a year and 3 months. Yeah. He'll get caught a couple shots, and he won't straight away want to try and attack you straight away. He'll take his time, and that's a good thing. Many fighters, they get hit with shots, and straight away they want to attack you back to say, like, look, right. And that's quite like old head, like an old wise head on young shoulders there. I mean, Ben, if you was in Godor's corner right now, what instruction would you be giving him?
Well, you say that, Spence, while you're fully cognizant of the industry model, and they might not be making themselves busy to get a W at all costs anyway. You know as well as I do. I mean, you know, I think you make your living on the road. The main thing is it's paramount to go the distance. As a going low to try and make that not the case in this instance in the 3rd round. But do you know what I mean, Spence? Sometimes you've seen it yourself. Sometimes these guys are here. I'm not saying they're not trying to win if they get the opportunity, but they're not always driven by that agenda first and foremost.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
They aren't. And that's why somebody like Dave Birmingham should be prizing openings now and should be looking for a stoppage. If not looking at a stoppage, like landing comprehensive hard blows right now to leave that lasting impression on the referee.
He's missed a few times with that kind of swinging right hand.
Because he's loading up.
Yep. You know, we were talking to further discuss the point you raised. It's harder to knock a guy out who's got a more negative agenda.
Yeah, it's very
survival
difficult.
agenda.
And it takes very clever guys to have that opening or to prize that opening. Like
I'm risk when you're trying to win. And you're
exactly. It's very difficult. And we're seeing here with Birmingham, like, watch Birmingham's going to start rolling in a minute. He's going to back him off. He's going to start rolling. He'll roll over to his left, and as he rolls over to his left, I'm waiting for that left hook to come out. And unfortunately, he's not throwing it at this present moment.
The spurt of activity from Godor, and then Birmingham ties him up.
Someone in the crowd now, one of Dave's supporters, is asking him to be active.
He's kept up a steady stream of reasonable advice, actually.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now it's like the tempo's kind of dropped a little bit, but I'm waiting for something big to come because the end of the round's coming up right now.
See, this is the thing, Spencer. You see these travelling fighters, jobbing fighters, or journeymen like Godor. They're they're cute defensively and canny. They tend to be a little bit threadbare offensively, and their technique seems to be lacking when they open up.
Yes.
True to say?
Yeah, listen, I cannot disagree with you there at all. But you see, sometimes you get journeyman, and I don't think like Godor will be upset when we call him a journeyman. But sometimes when you get these journeymen, sometimes something clicks in them and they fancy it.
But they do.
Right.
I remember Johnny Groove said sometimes you fancy it one night, you think let's have a war, let's try and swing an upset. He said, but you can't do it every night.
Right,
You
exactly.
really get in demand.
But I think now, because like Godor is on television and he's being shown all around the world.
I believe so.
You know what? He should try a thing here. You know what I mean? Just get a little bit brave. I would like to see that. I would like to see that because right now it's embryonic exchanges for Birmingham, and it's not going to help his learning if this guy just continues to try and cover up and everything else. Prize the openings, and I think Birmingham's good enough to go and do that now.
This is a 6-rounder, so he's got time to come on.
Just a little bit out of range with that right hand.
Yeah,
Needs to step. He should have stepped in with that, because the jab, when Birmingham threw his jab, it put him in range. He should have popped in that right hand. I think Birmingham used to play rugby for Portsmouth, so I mean, you can see like he must be a very, very strong man, because not the biggest of guys, and now he's
It looks
winning
like he
that.
played in the back row, as it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a favoured rugby team structure.
I heard he was a
Looks to me like
winger.
a fly half.
Yeah, I heard that he was a winger.
Okay.
But so obviously he must have been bigger than then, and must have lost a lot of weight to get down to the weight that he's fighting right now. I mean, picking up nice shots here. I mean, I just like for him not to admire his work. Like he threw a shot, caught him with a shot. And it's like he kind of backed off to admire his work. I wouldn't want to see him do that. I want him to continue applying the pressure.
I think he's better as a pressure fighter. I think the idea of a guy, you know, gets on his toes and does this pee-wee thing, you know. It maybe looks a tiny bit confused about his pugilistic identity. I think, for me, I think the kid's a pressure fighter.
Yeah, he's to me, I would definitely say he's a pressure fighter with good head movement.
Yep.
And I think that's what he should continue to try and express. But you know what? Maybe he's getting in the rounds right now.
Yeah. He looks perfectly comfortable. He does. He does. Go for a little dance. That is some nice evasive work on the ropes there.
It was tucking up, slipping, keeping that right hand up there to throw caution or evade that left hook that was coming back for him. He's boxing neat. You see, he does this little move on Birmingham, you see? Now, he's still young in the game. As he's doing those moves and he's breaking the alignment of the opponent, he should be firing from the side where he's moving off. Like he done a really nice move where he stepped out to the left and created the opening.
Capitalised.
But yeah, exactly, but he didn't fire. But he broke the alignment. He should be firing after he's breaking it. Doesn't need to be on the ropes right now.
Nothing on Godor's punches, Spence.
Nothing at all. That's why he can take those chances.
They're arm punches, to quote.
To be fair.
Predecessor.
Yeah, to be fair. see Birmingham throws out some good jabs.
Yeah.
He should be doubling up on them though. He just there, and you could hear the thud of the force of the punch. But then he's decided to go back and try and box.
It's interesting when he does get on his bike a little bit though. Godor does take the bait and he does start getting more ambitious and more aggressive. Like that very simple psychological ploy does appear to work on him. I think Birmingham would like him to get a bit more involved and to commit a bit more.
Yeah, so he'd leave the opponent's ring to count and Marshall would try and knock the guy out.
And that's what we're seeing now. Let's see how it goes for him. That's a good combination.
Right. Good combination. Right, good combination. And he needs to. That's what he needs now. He needs applied pressure here.
And fair enough. Godor looks like he's a little bit stirred to action by taking those few shots there, and looks like he wants to have a bit of a go.
He does. You see, they're good moves that are coming from Birmingham, but do you know what I mean? I just think like maybe right now.
Harmony to the whole thing.
Yeah, do you understand? He needs to be firing back off those because he is doing really good moves. But you need to be firing back because you're creating the distance and the opening to fire back your shots.
That's a nice little left uppercut, long left uppercut there, come off the ropes.
I mean,
just rushes
excuse the pun there, Ben, but I would like to see him start opening up with 3s on 4s here.
Yeah. That's an interesting lead right uppercut, and Godor smiles.
Good body shot. That was a very, very good body shot.
And he smiles again, Godor.
Yeah.
He just took that or blocked it with his elbow, really.
I would like to see him double up. You know what? I'm seeing so many fighters, especially like from our country, who don't double up on shots. That was a very, very nice body shot there. It'd be so good. He could have turned that into a left hook up to the head and gone back downstairs from a 3-point combination.
That's like that Lamont Peterson combination we were talking about way back when he fought Amir Khan.
Yeah.
Upstairs, downstairs, back upstairs, left hooks. You called it a bag work combination.
Yeah, it is a bag work combination. That's exactly what it is, man.
They didn't get us cheap.
Good left hook again. Beautiful shots there. Beautiful shots.
Yep. And he's letting his hands go now, the man for Slovakia, Godor.
Yeah.
But he's there's no body in the shots. There's no rotation.
There's nothing. They are literally arm. They're literally arm punches.
Gloves will travel. They do throw arm punches a bit like they never really learned how to deliver shots with bad intentions in the gym.
Yeah, maybe it's because he understands the fact that he's a journeyman and he doesn't want to put any bad intentions into the shots himself. But one thing I'm saying is that he's actually trying, and that's what we need. What we don't need is for him to just tuck up and not want to be fighting, because that's not going to issue nothing to the learning of Dave Birmingham. So this is good from Godor, and I hope that Godor does a little bit more in the last round. I hope that he tries to put it out. I've got Birmingham comprehensively winning every single round so far.
I don't think you may see a drawn card somewhere on Lewis's card.
Maybe because it's a little bit hot in there. Maybe the heat's getting to Ian. I don't know, because Ian John Lewis is one of our premier referees, and he's sweating right now.
He is also, let's be honest, sometimes at the centre of a scoring controversy in recent years.
Yeah, 100%.
Very unlikely on a 6-rounder.
The sixth and final round between these two in a light welterweight contest.
And he's going to come and try and entertain this crowd now, Dave Birmingham.
Yeah, 100%. But he needs to be careful that he doesn't get caught by any sneaky counters while he's ploughing in with his shots.
It can happen, Spence. We've seen it before.
I have seen it. Matt Brown versus Peter Buckley. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, it does happen.
I also remember Giovanni Capogo versus Daniel Thorpe on your own inaugural show.
Yes, exactly.
He's like a spoiler when he's coming forward.
Good shots. I mean, a little bit more applied pressure there. You see, he just threw some good combinations, but he was the one that was imposing to hold there in Dan Birmingham.
Yeah.
Dave Birmingham, sorry. He should.
Birmingham being the trainer of Rinky Wright.
That's right, of Rinky Wright. A fantastic light middleweight he was.
Absolutely.
Hurry up, lads. Hurry up, lads. Here you go. Right, 1, 2, 3, team day. Go on. Yes.
That's a nice right hand. The left hook is blocked.
This has been an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
Because it's been competitive. It hasn't been like, okay, well, I'm the journeyman, I'm not here. He's earning his keep here.
Right,
You know what I mean? Fair play to him. The guy's come out to earn his keep, and he's putting pressure on Birmingham here.
Punish it. Stop motion, lads. Wait out, come on, wait out, lads.
He needs to finish strong, says the guy in the crowd. It's like, to be honest, though, I think his head could become detached. He still wouldn't lose the fight at this particular juncture. If anything, the strong finish is coming from the man in the blue corner.
He is.
He's throwing a lot of punches now, like he's suddenly been possessed by this absurd sense of mission almost, Spencer.
I think the promoter said they ain't going to pay you unless you put in a good round.
That's probably what it amounts to.
And fair play to him, you know. He's had a go. Seems like Birmingham seems a little bit tired because he's the one that is negating to hold.
And there we have it, a shot after the bell, but there's no hard feelings and an embrace.
Yeah.
The official decision. Let's hear for both boxers in an excellent contest. And after 6 rounds of action, we've had to go to the referee scorecards. Ian John Lewis scores about 58 to 57.
58
for your winner
57.
by decision, David.
I find that scorecard positively bizarre, Spence. I mean, we're just talking to Ian.
And
You know what?
for your runner-up, Godor.
He needed
I know
to win
Ian
the
John
last
Lewis,
round to win, or else the other guy closed the gap for the last round.
He drew what, 3 of those rounds?